Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Metal Tiger Gaming. Today, I wanted to touch base on a very disturbing piece of Sony news. They are no longer offering next gen upgrades for games. What that means is like for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, when you bought the PlayStation 4 version, because the PlayStation 5 versions were so oversold and not in stock, they gave you a free upgrade to give you the PlayStation 5 experience with the 4K, the 60 frames per second, etc., etc. And they also gave free upgrades for other games like Spider-Man and stuff like that for free. But Kotaku actually just recently dropped a news article about Sony no longer offering next-gen upgrades post Horizon Forbidden West. I'm going to actually read you guys the article, and then I'm also going to put the article in the show notes so you guys get to look at it for your own. So I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna read it. Good news: you won't have to pay Sony extra money to upgrade your PlayStation 4 copy of Horizon Forbidden West to a PlayStation 5 version. We already knew that because that was something they wanted to do. Plus, if you guys did try to pre-order it, it's a nightmare. There's Regalia Edition, there's Collector's Edition, there's the Advanced Edition, there's a Regular Edition, there's Standard Edition. I mean, it's nuts. And they all vary in different prices for different reasons, but it's nuts. But this new free upgrade thing is only going to be for this game last time they're going to do it. They're not going to do it for further games, and we'll get to that here in a minute. Bad news, Sony ain't offering free upgrades anymore after this. Earlier this week, Sony revealed the confusing details surrounding how to pre-order Horizon Forbidden West, including 9 different versions of the game. Only some more expensive variants included both the option to play on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. None offered free or even a paid upgrade path for the basic PlayStation 4 version to the fancy PlayStation 5 edition. This was odd because in the past, Sony had promised that these kinds of upgrades would be free. Because again, supply demand, being able to actually cater to your new gen consoles, this just is so anti-consumer that it is really pushing me to tell people more and more to get the Xbox Series X if you have a chance to get into the next gen gaming, because they're just so anti-consumer right now, and it's ridiculous. Especially since Sony's going back and forth on, hey, yeah, no, you guys get free upgrades, and then all of a sudden they're like, no, you don't. I want to continue here. Now, after a lot of online pushback and criticism, as it should be, consumers, use your voice, Sony has reversed course and will offer a free upgrade path for the Horizon sequel. But that won't be how things work moving forward, as Sony also confirmed that it will no longer offer free next-gen upgrades after this. Instead, you'll have to pay $10 to upgrade digital copies of future PlayStation exclusives. So, one thing I want to iterate here, just because I've already read through this, is that it's specifically games produced by Sony that they're not going to allow free options for. Other games from other titles, they choose whatever they want to do. I think with just the success of Ghost of Tsushima having to pay for that upgrade just to the PlayStation 5 version, I think that's probably where they're coming from, because they are for profit, which a lot of these gaming companies are, but they are just so for greedy wealth that that's what they want. Over on the official PlayStation blog post announcing 9 versions of Horizon Forbidden West, a new update was added last night. In this update, Jim Ryan, president and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, explained how the company had missed the mark with how it handled the rollout of pre-orders for Forbidden West. Ryan also explained that everyone who buys the open world sequel on PlayStation 4 will now get the PlayStation 5 version for free, as it should be, because it's the product that you are selling us, that we are consuming, that you should be able to give us for free if it's an update, because that's ridiculous. Like, you're basically just killing off your previous gen or killing your next gen, because everyone's only going to buy one or the other. And hell, when I went in, I pre-ordered the Assassin's Creed Valhalla PlayStation 5 version, and when I went in, they only had the 4 with the upgrade codes. So if this ends up happening in the future with your guys' games, we're going to have to be able to figure something out with that, Sony, because I'm not paying your $10 extra if it's not on me. If it's on your guys' now I'm blanking, your shipment directors, if they mess that up, that's not on me. And this is a quote in the article. I also want to confirm today that moving forward, PlayStation First Party exclusive cross-gen titles newly releasing on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, both digital and physical, will offer a $10 USD digital upgrade option from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, explained Ryan. This will apply to the next God of War and Gran Turismo 7 and any other exclusive cross-gen PS4 and PS5 title published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. It already seemed like Sony wasn't interested in offering free upgrades to PlayStation 5 from their older PlayStation 4 games after the next-gen release of Ghost of Tsushima. Director's Cut involved only a paid upgrade option for current-gen owners. This new statement and announcement seemed to solidify what appeared obvious. Sony will not let you upgrade first-party PS4 games for free anymore. This does seem to contradict earlier statements from Ryan himself, where he talked about players having a choice when it comes to buying new consoles and games. Sony isn't removing the choice, I guess, just charging you to make it. To be clear, this is only for cross-gen first-party games like God of War or Uncharted. Third-party titles like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, and Fall Guys aren't affected by this change. Publishers can choose or offer or not to offer free upgrades still. Meanwhile, Microsoft continues to allow folks to freely move their games around various platforms. You can buy Forza on Xbox One and then play it on your Xbox Series X, then play it on your PC, and you don't pay an extra penny to upgrade it or anything like that. So what that means is that we are looking at Sony screwing their consumers again, and it is getting worse and worse because people are spending upwards of $1,000 to get one second retail. And Sony even released a market saying that, hey, we will be charging that $1,000 because people are paying it, which is stupid. I mean, like, your competition, Microsoft, is not doing that. They're selling it at the same price. And anymore, if it wouldn't be for the titles and the games and just the experience I've had for the last 10, 15 years on PlayStation, I wouldn't be getting it, right? But because of the fact that I was able to get it at price and because of the fact that, I've had that opportunity, I'm going to continue to do it. But I really, really, really think that if you guys get the opportunity to buy a next-gen gaming console, go with Microsoft. They care more about you than Sony does, and they're going to allow you to have more money towards your gaming experiences. That $10 you're going to have to pay to upgrade it if you have to. You can go towards, an in-game credit, Microsoft account, whatever, and you're not going to feel like you're getting screwed over by the company. So I think the big stipulation with this is in the future, like I said before, you're going to be making people choose between previous gen and next gen. You're making your previous gen completely obsolete. You're forcing a market for your PlayStation 5 because they're just going to want to pay that extra $30 to go buy the new gen game instead of waiting for the free update. And I don't know if that's them pushing the console or if that's them wanting them to try to expand more people into the gaming arena. Like, I don't know, because for me, having to pay $10, for example, if I had to pay $10 for every PlayStation 4 game to get to the PlayStation 5, I'd be out probably $500 to $600 just based on what I have here, right? And I don't know if that makes sense for any consumer to spend that kind of money just for it's nice to play on 4K and it's super nice to be able to have 60 frames per second, but I don't think it's worth the $500-600 it's going to take me to upgrade all the games that I have. So again, guys, I really think that if you guys have the opportunity, just go with Xbox. I mean, they're just doing better as far as their consumer rating at this time. So, like I said, I will put this article in the show notes. That way you guys can look at it too. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I mean, I'm completely against it. I definitely think they should continue to offer those free upgrades, or at least find some type of middle ground there, because I don't think that it would make sense for a lot of gamers who've been consuming video games for a long time and get these next-gen consoles are going to already have games on previous consoles to move into it, right? So I don't know if they're just worried about losing out on money, if they're being greedy, or what they're doing, but I don't like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys at our next adventure.